Hello, I'm here to share with you the Mira Mudra. It's a gesture of the ocean and it's used for asthma and more easeful breath. I thought that this was an appropriate mudra for our times right now. It has a couple benefits. One, it really allows us to find a more deep and rhythmic breath, but it also, with these long extended exhales, allows us to release some anxiety, to bring more calmness into our body, that more easeful breath. Mira stands for, in Sanskrit, ocean. And so as we go through this mudra and along with our guided meditation, you can think of that fluidity and that flow that the ocean brings, that rhythmic breath of the tide moving in and the tide moving out. And how you may feel when you are sitting on the beach just listening to that tide in and the tide out, and how you feel serene and calm at the beach when you're walking or just sitting. So again, we're working to decrease our stress, increasing that flow of breath, that ease of breath. And we are also doing a nurturing practice for our sacral and our root chakra. The breath as we exhale is going to be drawn down toward these first two chakras, establishing safety and security, but also again from the water aspect, this fluidity and grace. Two things that I think that we really need right now is to feel secure and to feel safe, and then also to have this sense of ease and knowing that we're still nourishing our body as best we can, our soul as best we can, with these practices of mindfulness and meditation. For those of you who are familiar with Ayurveda, this mudra balances the pitta, that's the fiery digestive fire of the third chakra. And it also helps to balance Vata, the more airy dosha. So both of these to bring a little calmness and a little more groundedness into our lives. So the mudra is this. You take your pinky finger and thumb together to touch on both hands, and then you're going to touch those two fingers, or that sets of fingers together. Then your ring finger is going to come to touch, and the other fingers just extend. Here, we're going to take this right below the navel as we are working to bring the energy down into this pelvic region, into the second and first chakra. So as you're ready, and if you'd like to, make a couple fists and open the hands, kind of shake them out, shrug the shoulders, release any tension through the neck, through the jaw. Couple things just to get sort of settled in here. After we take our mudra, and also I forgot to tell you, a mudra is yoga of the hand. So once you have found your seat that's comfortable for you, as I said, maybe or not, we're going to be here for just a little bit in our guided meditation. So pinky finger and thumb touch on both hands, and then they come together to touch. Ring fingers of each hand, light touch. These are light touches. And think about energizing the hands, but not forcing the fingers to open or to press into one another. We don't want to create tension and strain. And then the arms hug into the body and come at the belly below the navel. And now, you can close your eyes and just listen to my voice, or you can keep your eyes open, but just drawn to one point. And take a couple breaths as we begin this mudra, and we begin this guided meditation of easeful breath. As you hold Mira Mudra, attune to all the feelings and sensations evoked by this gesture. Perhaps if this is the first time you have taken a mudra, your hands feel uncomfortable or you may feel awkward. And on an exhale, just release that and let that tension slide off the shoulders, all the way down the spine and out through the sits bones. And begin to notice how your breath is gently directed down into your pelvis and into your root chakra, into the lower abdomen, instilling a sense of comfort and ease that allows your breath to become smooth and free. Experience your breath as soft waves rolling slowly up onto the shore and then gently returning out to sea. Take some time to ride this wave of your breath. It comes and goes smoothly, allowing you to become more comfortable with the natural flow of your breathing. Riding the wave in and back out. Sense your breathing as a natural giving and receiving between the atmosphere and your source of vital energy, your lungs, where air is transformed to nourish your entire body. Take several more breaths to attune to this natural giving and receiving, cultivating a growing friendship between your surroundings and your inner being. Begin by envisioning a natural giving and receiving within your relationships. As you inhale, sense yourself opening to receive love, support, and caring. As you exhale, sense your deepening ability to nourish others emotionally. And take several breaths to sense this natural giving and receiving within your emotional being. Notice how it really supports that natural free-flowing breath. With greater emotional fluidity, you expand your balance of giving and receiving to encompass your career and role in the community. As you inhale, open to receiving all of your talents and abilities, receiving recognition for those. And as you exhale, see yourself sharing your gifts generously to benefit all beings. Take several breaths to sense this natural giving and receiving within your community. Notice how it naturally supports the free flow of your breathing. As the wave of giving and receiving touches all dimensions of your being, the frontiers of your heart expand naturally, allowing you to continue your journey joyfully and confidently. Affirm your easeful breathing, repeating the following with me, either silently or aloud in the safety of your own space. The natural balance of giving and receiving is reflected in my easeful breathing. The natural balance of giving and receiving is reflected in my easeful breathing. The balance of giving and receiving is reflected in my easeful breathing. And slowly release this mudra. Allow the hands just to rest on the thighs. Perhaps reflecting on how in these times you can share your gifts with your community in safe ways. It's through these online meditations and classes that I hope to share my gifts with you. Remembering that perhaps part of our duty during these times is to do what's been asked of us and to stay in, to distance ourselves from others, as challenging as this may be, in our hearts, using our minds, our intellect, and our wisdom to know it is the best thing to help control the spread of this virus, and to honor those doctors and nurses, the people in our public services who have to be out amongst it, that we can do our part by remaining where we need to be. Giving and receiving. And drawing your hands together at your heart in Anjali Mudra, prayer pose, prayer position. The light in me honors the light in each one of you. And with gratitude I bow. Namaste. And thank you all for sharing these 15 minutes or so with me. Have a great Sunday. See you soon.